What's up, everybody? This is 813 Wish coming at you live with a podcast for the Facebook. I'm going to say the Facebook archives. That's essentially what they're going to turn into. So, I'm going to need something to look at later in case I don't deserve my final judgment, on paper, which is usually how my days have been going. So, anyway, welcome to the show. This is 813 Wish. So, today we are going to talk about trains. It's a very melodramatic day today, if you'll excuse me. I actually just woke up a couple hours ago, and I just don't feel like I'm all together myself. I feel very out of sorts. So we're going to talk about trains, though, nevertheless. And what I mean by that is, from a mathematical perspective, not necessarily what the train is. We all know it's internal steam combustion, internal combustion, for the pressurized thermodynamic tension systems of hydrodynamics, thermodynamics, physics dynamics, things like that. There's anything dynamic involving engine. So, and that's where the trains flourish. They're the byproduct of that technology. So, they have their emissions and everything else like that. But mathematically, from a mathematical perspective, the train goes straight. The train goes and goes and goes and goes. So it's for that reason we give it a variable, so we can track it and measure it. So we'll go ahead and say that's train A. Say train A is measurable. Train A is a physic. Okay? Carries cargo like every other train, and is very useful because, like I said, we can measure it. So, train B, right? Now, having questions about train B, we can automatically include train Z in that, because we need to know more about trains. So train B will be a control variable. It will be there when we need it to be. It will not be there when we don't need it to be. It'll be static. And train C will be the other control variable 2, observer B. The variable there will be also a constant, but it'll be everlasting. It'll be the constant C. So, like the speed of light, but all full speed ahead, essentially. So that's train C. So you have your train A, train B, and train C. Now, these three trains must be on the same network, because from the train's perspective, from observer A perspective, there's only one station. However many there are, there's only one station the train would stop at for any particular train, so there's really only one. So if you have one station operating 3 trains on the track, if that's not possible, then you can't have your trains there. All right. So observer A says there's one train, and observer B says that observer A says there's one station, and observer B says there's one train that works full speed ahead. So, what happens when train A and train C or train B are on a collision course? Well, there are a couple of different basic standards there for that experiment. Train B is simply in the way. Train B is on the collision course with train B as train C, or none of the trains are operational. So you would need, it would just be a wreck, a complete default. It would be nothing there. So again, that always matches in the lanes. Train B's in the way. They were on a course together. This is important. They were on a collision course together, or nothing was working. So there's 3 of them. The collision course together works as such that as long as they're able to be diverted, the circuit works perfectly. And that has a large amount to do with the time scheduling available for this experiment. And that's a little bit about that experiment. So feel free to rewind the tape, write everything down, make it look like a little sandbox. Definitely get some toothpicks, make a little toothpick rake out of it. And have yourself an awesome day. This has been 813 Wish with another science experiment, apparently. I was going to give a talk, but it ended up being a suggestion. So if you have any comments, really quick quotes, leave them at the bottom. Don't forget to cross your T's, dot your I's with that one, because even TVs are watching today with programming. Scary thought. So 813 Wish, shake someone's hand, help someone cross the road, plant a tree, give someone $1, learn some ASL, American Sign Language. It'll be better for your wallet. What do you do with your language? Have a nice day, everyone. Peace.